folks, welcome back. Not sure if we're on air, but we're going to be picking it up here for the Milton Cricket Ground Association, MCGA. They're coming up against local champs here, Myrtle Grove Cricket Club. So for sure, I know Myrtle Grove playing the first match here in the main stadium. I'm not too sure if they would have participated on the two outer fields, but oddly, seems as if you and I are going to have to do the first 5 overs here as the scores get ready and they're waiting for the signal.
And the scoreboard is finally up and running. MCGA.
And as usual, we're going to always have to speak as if somebody's tuning in for the first time, Ollie, and there's always a first-time listener. So this is the T10, Mac T10, and we started this morning with an opening ceremony, and now we are off and running. We have Irfan comes outside the off stump, and wide has been called and signal by the umpire. So Ahmed is the striker. Thomas is the bowler. So started off with one way outside the off stump, and there's no slip, but there's a third man on the boundary, and there's a wide mid-wicket, deep and wide. This is a Yorker length, and he's coming down in it. Danger for the non-striker. Got back just in the nick of time as the mid-on fielder rushed in.
Very alert on his toes. And this is how it's going to be if you want to restrict the batting side. Keep it very tight.
There you go. So that's a good comeback there by Thomas, having been wayward outside the off stump. But he's bowling right arm over the wicket down the leg side, and this one is going into the thigh pad, and it was touch and go again. But that's the way T20 and T10 cricket is. You've got to get it on early. Remember,
leg by, signal by umpire.
Yes, leg by. So Extras has opened the account. One wide, one leg by. And oddly, we just want to say, I think this is going to be a hustling game. The batters are hustling. The fielders are hustling.
On their toes, yeah.
Yes, they're on their toes. They're all moving in. Outside the off stump, and that's one
wide.
Yet another wide. It dropped outside the off stump, going further away.
Further away, yeah.
Yes.
Thomas having a little problem with his direction there. The first one had it missed. The thigh pad, it would have been an extra because he was going down the leg side. The one was giving us a leg by. So he's having a little problem.
Yes, so all 3 ones has come via the extras. And
oh,
this time
good
he's
delivery.
Cutting the batsman in half.
Yes.
And he wondered now how that one did not hit the stump. This time this one was coming into the batsman.
Inside to the batsman.
And went
just
between
over the stumps.
Yes, went between his the stumps and himself. Cut him in half. So no one from the batters yet. So all extras on the board. So
first legal delivery. No, second.
Yeah, no, the third. 3 deliveries has gone already. This time it's in the air, but the third man is stationed on the boundary. It would have been a comfortable catch if he was up inside the circle. So,
and we must tell the viewers, sometimes we get a little excited because from our position here, it would appear as if it was going to the field out, somewhere out on a point or there, but in fact, it's going away down to the third man boundary area.
Yes.
Which was in the air.
Okay, well, so Irfan, he's off the mark. He's done one. And that brings Ahmed into strike, and he plays a dot. So he's yet to score. Score is on 4 for no loss. Milton winning the toss, elected to bat. And we are really, really cloudy here now. It wouldn't be too long before we see the lights on here. This time he's driving, and it's a quick one, and the toy coming into the keeper's end, and he made it just in the nick of time. The throw was one bounce into the keeper. It was not a strong throw by any means, and that brings the end of over number 1.
So, as we look at the scoreboard, it's an Ahmed affair. The 2 opening batsmen, they are Ahmed from Ahmed and S. Ahmed.
Yes. Can we find out what the S is for? Do we have the team here? Uh, but at least we have the Irfan Ahmed and S. Ahmed. So, well, the S. Ahmed is on strike. We don't have the team sheet here. Well, bear with us, folks.
So after 1 over, it's 5 without loss.
So a pretty tidy over in the end.
Yes.
Even though he would have bowled 2 wides in that over.
Contributed the fill to the batting team.
Yeah, end up bowling 8 balls and only 5 runs. So outside the off stump, and a dot goes into the scorer's book, and this time Davis. And Davis is as a matter of fact, Davis, don't know if he's captaining in this team, but he's the captain of the Tropics Cricket Club in the South Florida Cricket Alliance.
Okay.
I umpired a match where he scored 100 not out last year. So
he's a local laddie.
Yes, the fielding team, they're all locals.
Okay.
Yes, Myrtle Grove. So he starts off good. He bowled 2 dots, very much unlike Thomas, who started with a wide and then followed it up with another wide in the over. This time the batsman is driving, but his coverage is in the deep, down in the mid-wicket area. He sends a strong throw in, 1 bounce to the keeper.
I must say these fielders are looking very alert and they're quite nimble on their feet.
As a matter of fact, Myrtle Grove, they're the champion team in one of the leagues. We have 3 leagues here, and they are the champions in the Prianta. What do they call that league again? But Prianta, he used to be the president. So if you're listening up, I know you played this morning, and you would have won your game. So perhaps you're on one of the outer fields. The name of your league, it's eluding me at this time, but 7 for no loss.
They are fielding like a championship team. They're fielding like champions.
Yes. Well, they have a few, mixture in there. As a matter of fact, I umpired in the night game just the other day, and Myrtle Grove would have won their match. They would have won their match on 2 Saturdays ago. Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's a very, very good over. Only 2 runs coming from it.
Very good, very good. 2 runs. I mean, the first one conceded 5 runs. First over conceded 5 runs, 2 extras, of course, and this 7 ball, just 2 deliveries. That's a captain's dream to have a bowler conceding only 1 run in a power play, only 2 runs in a power play.
So the final power play over will be coming up now, and play's been held up a little bit. The umpire is trying to tell the batter, we have to hurry. I guess some instructions came out from the Milton camp. The umpire is like, we're playing a time game as well, so it's just not 10 overs, but we're having a bowling change from the far end. So Thomas has been pulled out of the office, and he has gone to the cleaning room, I guess. He's not in the office anymore. But in cricketing terms, he's out of the attack. So spin. And this time he's playing this one back along the track. The bowler should have done a little bit more with that.
Only consider single, so
single
turned out to be very important. But had it been 4 runs, he would have been very angry with himself.
So 8 for no loss, and S. Ahmed is on 2. He's on strike now. Irfan is on 3. And this one is in the air. 2 fielders getting on the way, and none is going to get there. They were on the edge of the 30-yard circle. That ball was no more than about 10 yards away from the sticks. The keeper was up under the stump, so he had no chance of running sideways. If he was standing back, it would have been an easy catch for him going forward.
But I must say both made very gallant attempt to get to it, but in vain.
Yes, Davis is the one who really, really really gave it all he got. He dove on dry land and came up empty-handed. But you can't fault him for trying. He tried to make something out of nothing. This time he's playing this one, and it just eluding the grasp of the short mid-wicket, and good feeling down on the boundary. But they're running two,
No.
and an applause coming in there from the keeper for a good throw, good feeling, good cricket all around.
Very good cricket all around, Ivor. The fielder dove without seeing water. I mean, and very good attempt.
This time
and he's out. Is he
bowling.
stumped or bowled? But he's on his way.
Yes.
He's on his way. He's 12 for 1.
Yes, well, we don't have the advantage of having a monitor here. They tried to work in it this morning, but it was a no-go. So the first wicket would have gone with the score on 12. I think he was out stumped because the keeper was standing up and the batter advanced from our advantage point.
And Wallace is bowling spin. He's a spin bowler. I think.
Yes, and the batter advanced there. So Milton winning the toss and deciding to bat first. They're winning the toss, deciding to bat first. They are presently on 12 for 1. So S. Ahmed is the wicket to have fallen. So that leaves us with Uff and Ahmed. So Zaman.
Zaman and Ahmed.
Yes, he's the man. Zaman.
So Wallace has taken a wicket. 5 delivers, 1 wicket. 5 runs.
And we're in the power play, so at least we have
Very fine delivery of it, a very final delivery of the power play is coming up. Final delivery. Going at 4 per over, roughly 4 per over at the moment.
yes, 4.2 is the current run rate. This time he's playing and they're running, and let's see, the throw comes in at the bowler's end, and not a very good one. But again, good exciting cricket, a push and a run. And
yes, we can see that we have some determined cricketers here. The fielders are very nimble, as I've said before. They just attack the balls, and they're rocketing the throws into the wicketkeeper. And the batters are trying their best to get the ball away, but it's a good battle. Good match here on hand. 13 for 1 after 3.
So would that be
Will
Davis
they change
be
the bowling?
continuing? Let's see if Davis will be continuing.
No, Williams.
No,
Williams will be coming in.
yeah, Omawi. I think it's Omawi Williams. Yes, Omawi gonna bowling his off spinners.
So another change. Williams coming from the commentator's end or the northern end? No, the southern end, sorry.
Trust me, it's a star-studded Myrtle Grove team here. So be mindful. Keep your eyes on this team. So Amari Williams right on spot with his off spinners. He's a very good batsman.
So he's a good all-rounder.
Good all-round. He's an opening batsman. He hits the ball clean, especially when he's hitting straight or inside out. He goes big. So Amari Williams outside the off stump. They're opening the face of the bat. Yes, no, yes, no. And
he's out.
Run out.
I think, yes, he's run out.
I think the non-striker sold him down the drain. So Zaman has gone by the run-out route. The non-striker would have called him. The ball went straight to the short third man. It was a non-existent run, to be honest with you. And the striker responded, and in turning back, there was no hope for him.
The umpire had no problem in giving that one out. I don't think he didn't even wait for the umpire.
He didn't try to go back.
He didn't,
because
right, he was stranded way down the pitch.
Yes,
so there it goes.
Yeah, he started running because he was pretty much sold down the drain because the non-striker started running. I don't know if he would have called, but he started and stopped. And that, in effect, caused the batter to take off. And then by the time he would have stopped, there was no turning back.
If ever there was a walk-up dejection, that's one.
Yes, because he just got in. He faced, one or two balls. He played a nice, delicate late cut, but he went straight to the fielder. And he himself should have been mindful of the field. So although it was the non-striker's call, You have got to say, listen, I played this ball, I played it to the third man, but the third man is up in the circle. It came up full face from the bat. It ran quickly to him. I don't think he calculated.
Sometimes you have to have a little Chris Gale.
Yes.
You know, I'm not.
But
moving.
in other words, what I'm saying, oddly, you must know where you're going to search for your
I
runs.
know.
So you'll tell yourself, that is not a
Wh-
single.
When
right
I said
there.
Chris Gale, you know, Gale is not going to run anything like that.
Exactly. But I'm saying it was poor cricket
Yes.
on the striker's part, because they might want to say it was a non-striker's call. But you yourself have to be mindful. Is that a single for me? No,
right.
that's not a single. The man is up in the fine leg position and you turn it around the corner. If the non-striker call you, say no, because you know that's not a single. You're not playing for a single.
Wide signal by umpire. So it's 14 for 2 in the fourth over. 14 for 2, 4 extras. Wallace. Bowl 1 over 1 for
And
6.
here it is, in and he's taking it. No, he has spilled it. Did he spill it, or he took it and he just tossed the ball up?
The batter is walking off. The catch was taken.
That was a beautiful catch.
The
He was
catch
going
was
to his
taken.
right, going away from him, came off the bat, off the middle of the bat, and he just threw himself to the right and came up with a good catch. This is good cricket. 14
Ivan,
for 3.
You just can't turn your head away, or you're gonna miss something. And unfortunately, I've said before, we haven't got the replay going right now. Maybe tomorrow it will be up and running. So I missed all that just to see the fielder down on the ground, full stretch, and then the ball coming down afterward. Was obviously he took the catch and tossed the ball in the air, and unfortunately the batsmen have to go. So it's 14 for 3, 3 overs and 3 balls.
Well, they would have won the toss. They're trying to set a target. The target looked very stingy at this time, 14 for 3. We're in the fourth over. And I think a power score here would be, 110 or thereabout. As the day, lengthened, I think that heavy scoring we would have seen up front when the players were fresh, their legs were fresh. I don't think it's that fresh anymore. These guys would have played 1 or 2 matches before. So I'm bringing it down to about 110 to be the power score.
Okay.
So there's protection in the deep with that one that was swung into the deep mid-wicket area. And he sends a strong throw into the wicket-keeper. Wicket-keeper looks sharp.
Yeah, the wicket keeper as well as the fielders, they are doing great job.
Yes,
I'm very impressed by the fielding team.
yes. The close-in fielders closes in. This time again, a dot goes into the scorer's book. That one was wide outside the off stump, and he was trying to tug it into the onside because a few gaps are in the onside because it's a 6-3 field outside the off stump in the air. Man is getting on it. Will he take the catch? Yes, indeed he does. So they're dropping like flies, oddly.
William has taken the second wicket
In the over, at the end of
in his
his
only over so far. And is one delivery to go? Or
No, that's
that's the end of the over. End of the over. So
So,
it's 15 for 4. Williams.
so William has taken 2 for 2. So far we would have witnessed 3 wickets for 2 runs here by Raj. He's on the camera down here earlier today. He got 3 wickets for 2 runs. So we will see if Omari, he'll have to bowl a maiden wicket if he has got to get 3 for 2. But any bowler taking 4, well, in the main stadium,
Of course.
we don't know what's happening on the outer stadium. But we know 3 has been the hallmark here in terms of tally for any one bowler. 2 bowlers would have taken 3 wickets so far. So Omari is on track to take 3 or more because he has another over in the bank outside the off stump, and the batsman is swinging this one down to deep mid wicket, but they can only get 1.
Ball been relayed back to the wicket keeper. 16, is it now 16? 16, so the strike rate is just a good take by the wicket keeper here. Cut and a miss on the offside by the batter.
Yes, this time it's a 5-4 field in the offside. So we don't know where the camera is panning, but we can only try to do our best here to tell you what's happening from the bowler.
Not a dot ball.
To the batter, to the wicket keeper. This time he's cutting, but there's protection in the deep. As they thought about 2, but it was a non-existent 2.
No way. That guy's been very sharp out there, so they're not going to take a risk. They've already had a run out. They don't want to have a second run out.
Well drilled, I can tell you that. So I'm going to let... No, stay. I will make a... Is Ali's coming with you?
19 for 4. We're in the 5th over. Okay, so it's 20 for 4 as, it's over number 5. The completion of over number 5 is 20 for 4. We just have coming into the commentary booth one more time. Mr. Shaw, not the first, another Shaw, right? Shaw Jr. Shaw Jr. All right, so he's going to be here with us in a commentary booth. And it's going to be a double show because we're going to be having Shaw on Shaw. So, Audley, out.
Thank you very much, Audley.
Yeah, thank you, Audley, for good and impressive introduction to welcome us into the commentary box. And I'm here with my friend Shah Faisal, and my name is Shah Zafar. So hopefully we're going to entertain you for a while.
Absolutely, the feast of cricket continues. This first 5 overs, just 21 runs have been scored for 4 wickets. So clearly they need to put the pedal on the gas. Just another single added to the total.
So Milton Ground Cricket Association from Milton, Ontario, Canada is batting, and it's 22 for 4 after 5.2 over. It's a long journey from here, and they're enjoying so far. Noman Khan is on 3, and Jalil is on 5. And Myrtle...
It's a big shot, just one bounce to the square leg fielder. Picked it up on the bounce, 1 run to the total. So yeah, the Milton is steadily progressing their score, but since we've been watching all day, that score of 110, 115 is only a par score, and they'll do well to get that from here on as we watch another 6. Sailed over the head of the long on fielder. For a moment it looked like he was in the business, but the wind carried it over his head. So much needed 6.
Definitely, so much needed 6 for Milton. And there's another one he's trying to go over, but I think he's going to be caught. Oh, drop the catch.
Oh, dear me. Went straight into his hands and straight out. There was a chance of a run out as well. All happening here as the non-striker takes a tumble. But I think he's made his ground. A little bit of show of urgency from the Milton boys.
And they made 2 runs out of this shot. It was a unlucky drop for the Myrtle Grove Cricket Club. They could have gone for 5, but good for the Milton, that 31 for 4 after 6 overs.
Yep.
So
Noman is on 11, and Jalil has made 6.
Run rate is very challenging. Run rate is 5.2 at this point. Usually in T10 the score is a little bit higher, run rate is a little bit higher, but it seems that the Myrtle Grove has planned to control the run rate.
Yeah, they've done well, and obviously the fall of wickets doesn't help either. So 4 wickets, 4 top batters are back in the hutch. And that always, the fall of wickets slows down the progress of runs. And Milton desperately in need of a partnership here. Another swing and a miss. They're trying, but as you said, Myrtle has got their tactics right, and they're executing it nicely.
Beautifully, I think McFarlane is bowling a good length offside the off-time bowling. He's an off-spinner, seems like it. And Jalil just tried to hit the ball, and he's got a nick, and they got just single from that edge.
Another hoik to the leg side. They're not running hard. Went into the gap, but they were satisfied with one. Yeah, you can call him. He's bowling off spinning, but they're non-spinning off spinners. He's firing them in, not giving any chance for the ball to turn. He's trying to restrict the scoring. Chance for run out, non-striker end, and easy one for the bowler to take. So the innings continues to slump for the Milton boys, and 5th wicket, half the side is gone. Score is only 33 runs.
I think Milton is a little bit in a rush for some reason. They know that they're done. They have 6 over gone. They still have 4 overs, but they're just throwing away the wickets at this point. They're trying to rush these runs. But however, if they would have a little bit more patience, the score could have been driven. And then they have still 2 overs. Last 2 overs they start hitting because they got lots of wickets in hands. But this is their strategy, and they want to hit it. So obviously, when you take a risk, this is a high risk, and they lose on this one.
Too much risk being taken for very little reward, as we watch Jalil making the long walk back. He tried, but wasn't good enough on the day. And 33 for 5, Milton Cricket Ground Association. And Myrtle, they're right on top here. In the air, fielder's trying to come underneath it. You got enough on it, just enough over the head. And a 6. So Noman is trying his level best. It's his 2nd maximum in 2 overs. And that maximum has taken the score to 39 now.
And this was not close. This was off to the Palm Beach. Here goes another one. Long ball there, but I don't think it's that deep. And another drop catch from Myrtle Grove Cricket Club. And that's a big wicket that, or maybe the blessing on the sky for the Milton.
Yeah,
that,
it was a difficult
much
catch,
needed.
though.
Yes, a difficult running catch, but there was good try on our parts. Yeah.
And with this win, Zafar, it's not easy sometimes to judge those high balls. Fielder ran in towards his right, about 15 yards. Just got there, but couldn't hold on to the catch. But as we're talking about Noman is the only player who's putting up some sort of resistance against the Myrtle Grove. He's moved to 20 now, but at the end of 7 overs, 41 for 5.
Yep, and McFarlane finishes 2 overs, so I think there will be a bowling change. William has just 2 overs done. We'll see who they bring it in. Hasn't been updated yet on the scoreboard. So it sounds like number 2 is on the thing. We'll see in about. It's going to change. Wallace comes on from the pavilion end, and they took a single on the
First delivery,
on the
Ahmed
first bid, and I think it's a single on the legs slip.
Noman has got this one again high in the air, but this time not very far. And the short third man comes around to take the catch. So the belligerent Noman also departs, leaving his side in deep trouble.
Yeah, 42 for 5, and Oman is out for 20.
Almost scored half the runs of his side. This one peeled off the outside edge and went to short third man. Easy take. It's the Milton Grove.
Milton Grove is in a solid position at this particular round. They have control of the game right now, and I think they are dictating how the game would be played for the next 3 overs. They have very tight bowling, and the spinners are good. I think the Wallace is coming around the wicket to take away the shots from the offside and wanted the batsman to hit on the leg, but seemed like they're having a difficult time. And here he goes, high again, and it's a catchable catch, and there's another wicket gone.
This time judged very nicely. Once again, high ball. He had to run about 15 yards to his left, covered the ground very quickly, and caught it cleanly. Excellent piece of catching, outfielding from the Myrtle Grove. And the wickets keep falling as Ahmed is the one who departs now. Just the 42 runs on the board for the loss of 7 wickets.
I thought he was going to pull out on the mid wicket, but it didn't go that far.
The field is well set, and he didn't quite get hold of it.
Yeah, because not a power play over, so they got one on the rover. I would call it extra, the cover, deep cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket, and a square leg, and one they got on the leg, fine leg, so short fine leg. Now here's another one. The ball, Makbul is on batting, and he opened the scoring with a single down to the extra cover. And
Over
this
number
is
8 in progress, Zafar, and it looks like it'll be a challenge for Milton to play out their 10 overs.
Yeah, it's Faris Khan batting, and he goes to the mid wicket, and there was a player there, good fielding there mid wicket, and single for Faris, and he opened
There's an
a
overthrow.
race, I think.
A little bit of comedy of error, and he's been given out, run out, trying to attempt an overthrow. Direct hit from the fielder backing up at cover, hit the stumps, and Rais was short. So nothing's going right for Milton, and the wickets are falling like a heap.
Yeah, and my apologies for pronouncing the name wrong for Rais. I calling him the Faris, but I think Rais Khan. Run out on trying to take a single on the overthrow.
They say you never run on a misfield.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't quite a misfield, but the overthrow they attempted.
So it's 44 for 8, and this is the 8 over game, so it's the last ball.
Wide given, so another run to the total.
Yes.
45 now. Will they get to 50? Tried the cheeky ramp and stumped. Good take by the keeper. Showed presence of mind. The batsman was trying to be a little bit too cute, but in the process, he's lost his wicket. And the players walk back. 8 overs, done and dusted. 45 is all that the Milton Cricket Association got it.
Yeah, Faisal, I just want to give you a little update on that the game is started late due to the previous game that was started late. And since we have a limited time left to finish 2 more games, so this game was reduced to 8 overs, right? And this is why the 8 overs were bowled, right? And in this 8 overs, Milton has 45 for 9 in 8 overs. So target for Myrtle Grove is 46.
It looks like you're right, Zafar. We've seen this happen before. So many games, and if we're slightly behind schedule, so we have to make up for time. But it looks like the Milton innings is folded at 45, and the Myrtle Grove, by the looks of it, will get to it quite easily, and we probably will end up saving some time on that one too.